Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another Litter Media Live. A little later than we usually do it. Normally, we're on the air by 11 a.m., but we were scattered all over the place today. So on this May 4th, 2026, may the 4th be with you. I'm Dan Ramey. Thank you for watching here today on Litter Media. Our Aaron Glannon is on assignment. He was on assignment earlier today. We'll explain why and where coming up in our news. I also had several hats wearing today as well, so out and about and doing things, juggling back and forth. So we will do our best to provide you not only an informational show, but an entertaining show today as well. As we always do, we start off with a look at the forecast. And here's what we are looking at for today. Pretty much done with the day, but very comfortable weather outdoors compared to what it was over the weekend, right? Very chilly over the weekend, but today got up to around 70 degrees. Now tonight, the low will only be around 61, so we'll be nice and comfortable. If you like to sleep with those windows open, here's your opportunity. Tomorrow, a 72 degree high, and there is a chance of some shower activity throughout the day tomorrow, mid-morning, and then later on in the afternoon towards evening. But then rain is likely Tuesday night right through the day on Wednesday, and our temperatures will be cooling back off into the 50s for Wednesday. All right, so we've been conditioned for that. We're still finding our way through spring. Spring came in March. It'd be nice to see it warm and wonderful for the next few days, but it's going to take its time getting here. It will get here. Just stick with it, and it will stick with us for sure. All right, coming up in a moment to look at what's making news for you today. We've got sports up ahead, this date in history, and more. But first, I want to start by telling you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. If that heat pump is about on its last legs, it's time to get a replacement. If your home or your business is in need of comfort control, check it out with Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. If you click on this ad anywhere you see it on our website, that's littermedia.com, that will take you to their website. Just click on this ad and it goes right to accuratehvac.com.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
It's the details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. At Skag, we believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
Whenever I first applied for the ArchWiz opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
And don't forget, they have every Wednesday afternoon an open interview period from 2 until 5 p.m. at McDonald's in Circleville and Chillicothe in Waverly and Greenfield as well. I'm Dan Ramey. Of course, go to our website. That's littermedia.com. That's where you can find a good bit of what we're sharing with you today. But not only today, we've got a lot of stuff that maybe you might have missed over the weekend. You'll find that at littermedia.com. And how do you follow Litter Media? Just go up to the right-hand corner of the website, and we've got all of our other platforms available for you right there at littermedia.com. Early today, and we released this on our YouTube channel, but we also had a Facebook Live broadcast of a new launch today of Chillicothe Resilient, Bridge the Gap. The Chillicothe Ross Chamber of Commerce officially launching that today, a coordinated community-wide initiative to sustain foot traffic, stabilize revenues, and strengthen the long-term identity of Chillicothe's business districts in the face of all the ongoing citywide infrastructure construction. Bridge Street has had construction. Western Avenue's got construction. We've seen it over on the East Main Street around the Business Loop. You know there are orange barrels everywhere in the Chillicothe area. Well, the Chamber is being proactive in this and trying to help some of the businesses. They've heard from the businesses and how it is impacting them. You can hear the entire news conference that was held today in the Chamber's conference room with the president and CEO of the Chillicothe Ross Chamber, Mike Throne. We had the opportunity to ask a few questions in there. So if you want to learn more, you can go to our website, littermedia.com. You'll see the story there. It says Bridge the Gap. Earlier today, our Aaron Glandon was out at the Ross County Fairgrounds with Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio and their field day. He explains more in this chat with Aaron Alsop.
All right, I'm here with Aaron Alsop of Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio. Tell us what's going on a little bit today.
Oh man, it has been an awesome day at the Ross County Fairgrounds. We have hosted 275 bigs and littles from our school-based programs. Oh, you might need to help me on these schools that we had. We had Westfall, Tays Valley, Circleville, Waverly, Greenfield, Southeastern, St. Trace, and Chillicothe.
Yeah.
So our bigs and littles from our school-based programs have been here having a field day. Lots of fun, lots of games, a tug of war contest. Who won tug of war? Southeastern. And Southeastern won our Spirit Stick Award, which was really exciting and fun. So it's been a fun day.
All right, and what can we look forward to next from Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Well, we do have another field day coming up next week on Tuesday. We are hosting Adena, Paint Valley, and Unioto at the Paint Stadium for their field day with their littles. So we'll have about 125 students that day. So it's going to be a piece of cake.
All right.
And then coming up in October is our Dance for Kids Sake. So we will be announcing our dancers in the next couple of months for Dance for Kids Sake 2026 on October 10th.
All right. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you.
And of course, full disclosure, yes, indeed, I'll be, along with Debbie Bettendorf, emceeing again Dance for Kids Sake coming up October 10th of 2026. Always fun to help support the efforts of Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio. I was emceeing today at the Pineapple Awards with the Ross Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau. And we'll go through the Volunteer of the Year. Congratulations to the Pineapple Award winner for the Triangle Trail Volunteers, Rick Mauger, Dave Piggott, along with Bruce Willis, Mike Berry, Moses Schwartz, Sandra and Jeff Clark, all receiving that award. The award for the front Line Associate of the Year went to Tecumseh's Sophia Blaisdell. Also, Behind the Scenes Associate of the Year, Tecumseh's Marcia Holton. Congratulations to those two ladies helping with the Scioto Society. This year's Manager of the Year goes to DeWine Sealing with Water's Edge Canoe Livery and the Chillicothe Brews Cruise you might have seen around downtown. It is fantastic. Maybe you've even ridden with the Brews Cruise. And coming soon, the first Capitol Hologram Zoo, and that will be right downtown in the former Chillicothe Gazette building. Had an opportunity to talk with DeWine about that. We're going to get together and give you a little feature on that. It is going to be out of this world. And congratulations also to the Grand Pineapple Award winner, our buddy Teresa Reap with America 250, the Ross County chapter all the efforts she has done to help promote this event and everything else that she's involved with. Congratulations to the Grand Pineapple Award winner. Also, this year's promotional grant assistance recipients, total of $25,000 spread out to our friends at the Buck 50, downtown Chillicothe, for promoting the Chillicothe Brew Fest, also the Sands in the Streets volleyball tournament. Gus Macker, which comes your way May 30th through the 31st. Friends of Hopewell, they have a new pavilion that's being built there. Friends of VA Memorial Field, you can find out a lot more about there. Of course, just go to a Paints game and some of the high school activities that are going on right now. The Pump House Center for the Arts, they've got a couple of events that are coming up that are helping being promoted thanks to the money that was donated to them from the Ross Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau. The Ohio Jeep Fest, also the Scioto Society, Smash It Demolition Derby, that's coming up May 22nd through the 24th, and Southeastern Theater Conference at the Christopher Conference Center and Riverview Conference Center, and of course the Southern Ohio Forest Rally. That is June 11th through the 13th. I had the chance to catch up with Jim Tribby and also Jeremiah Johnson to talk more about that event, which is just around the corner, 10 years of the Southern Ohio Forest Rally. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is encouraging Ohioans to take advantage of this year's sales tax holiday, which will take place from midnight Friday, August 7th through 11:59 p.m. Sunday, August 9th. So mark that on your calendar. The following items will qualify for the sales tax exemption during the 3-day holiday. Clothing priced at $75 or less per item. School supplies priced at $20 or less per item. And school instructional materials priced at $20 or less per item. Complete details, if you missed that, just go to our website, littermedia.com. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources celebrated a milestone for our friends over in Tar Hollow at the state park. They had a wonderful ribbon-cutting ceremony this past Friday, marking the completion of a series of substantial upgrades designed to enhance visitor comfort, safety, and recreation opportunities. Among the most anticipated upgrades is the addition of full hookup campsites, giving campers across to access to upgraded electric, water, and sewer connections. Park also replaced aging sewer and electrical systems and improved reliability for years to come. Visitors to Tar Hollow will notice immediate benefits thanks to the comprehensive improvement project that was taking place there. Congratulations to Tar Hollow State Park. I know a lot of folks from here like to go camping and visiting Tar Hollow, and now you can do it in first-class arrangements. Artsaround proudly concluded its annual Best of Pickaway County High School Art Show, held throughout the month of April at the Artsaround Gallery in downtown Circleville. Award winners for this year's show include Best of Show recipient Nate Ames of New Hope Christian Academy, Bryn McKinney of Taze Valley, and Savannah Sells of Circleville, who tied for second place, while Addison Kepler of Taze Valley and Elijah Lape of New Hope tied for third place. Upcoming programs include the Impasto Painting Workshop with Robert Kreger, and that'll be May 8th, and a full-day hands-on experience at the gallery. For more information, visit artsaround.org, or you can contact Artsaround at 740-672-9634. I cannot begin to tell you how happy I am for the folks of the Ross County Humane Society, officially completing its final inspection as of Friday, and they have started moving into this long-anticipated new facility. Been talking about this for about 15 years, and finally, it is done. Almost $4 million in investment for the future of the animal welfare here in Ross County. We are scheduled to do a little walkthrough with Jen Thomas, the executive director, later this week, so be watching for that video on Litter Media. As Ohio recognizes Older Americans Month and Older Ohioans Month this May, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine and Ohio Department of Aging Director Ursula McElroy today announced the launching of the Ohio Aging Compass, a free, centralized, easy-to-navigate platform consolidating Ohio's aging-related resources, tools, data, and long-term care information. I'm getting to the age where I need to start looking at this. With the launch of the Ohio Aging Compass, the state will continue gathering feedback and expanding its features to support healthy aging at home, in the community, and also across every region of Ohio. The Ohio Aging Compass is now live at compass.aging.ohio.gov. And again, we've got more details on our website, littermedia.com. The Ohio Wildlife Council approved 2026-27 hunting and trapping seasons for the white-tailed deer, small game, migratory birds, and fur bearers during its regularly scheduled meeting on Wednesday, according to the Ohio Department of Natural Resources Division of Wildlife. Most season dates are similar to previous years. The season to look forward to right now is squirrel, which starts on September 1st and ends January 31st of 2027. The bag limit is 6 squirrels per day. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with sports. Stay close for that. We also will take a moment to harken back to the past as we'll take a look at this state in history. That is all just ahead here on Litter Media.
It's time to get serious about your lawn. It's time to step up to the best mower brand money can buy. For nearly 4 decades, Skag has been the easy choice for lawn care professionals. Don't settle for anything less than simply the best when it comes to mowing your lawn. There's sure to be a Skag model that's perfect for your yard, big or small. Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Visit your local Skag dealer today. Skag, simply the best.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health. We tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Welcome back. Time now to take a look at sports here on Litter Media, and we're checking in with the Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard. You'll find scores from around our area all at littermedia.com under sports. Just click on Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard. The postseason games are ready to rock and roll. Speaking of softball, they will start play next week. You can find the brackets at littermedia.com to check out all of who's going to play who, where they'll play. I know when I was putting this together yesterday, some of the Central District and Division 1 and 2 had yet to fill in, but those should be active now. So if you want to go to our website, littermedia.com, find out where your favorite team is going to be playing and when they'll play. Just check that out on our website. St. Trace claimed a piece of the SVC baseball crown Friday. They can win it outright today with a win over Westfall, or if Unioto falls to Adena this afternoon. And Jackson can wrap up the FAC baseball title with a win over Hillsborough this afternoon. So there's some of the sports we'll be watching for you again at littermedia.com. Shared this afternoon. How about this guy, Clay Archer, who played, I think his freshman year was at Chillicothe, but then went back to Paint Valley and spent his remaining years there. Now he is poised to become the next basketball coach for boys at Paint Valley High School, his alma mater. This is pending board approval, but he is expected to be the next head coach. Congratulations to you, Clay. We know he's done a lot of things with media. He even went down to Florida, went to school, got his education, and he is back and ready to take the reins of the basketball program. Of course, his favorite coach of all time, a former Bearcat basketball coach, Dave Shoemaker. Congratulations to the Ross County Special Olympians. Several athletes have advanced to the state competition. Some of those kids were at the Pineapple Awards today, too. Got a chance to catch up with Dion Ford, who was a winner in the 200-meter dash, if I'm not mistaken. Andy May won 3 events, taking gold in the long jump, 100-meter dash, and he was on that 4x100 relay team as well. The state competition begins May 29th, and it wasn't all on the track either. How about the guys in the weight room too? The power lifters also had some advancers for the state games. So congratulations to our Special Olympians and good luck later this month. The Reds are hoping to get back on the winning track when they open up a series in Chicago tonight. Cincinnati was swept by the Buccos in a 3-game weekend series in Pittsburgh. Reds open up that set with the Cubs tonight in Chicago, tied for second in the National League Central with St. Louis, 2 games behind Chicago, but they got to get back on that winning track. Meanwhile, Cincinnati's Sal Stewart was named the National League Rookie of the Month of April. Despite a recent slump, Stewart is batting .252, 9 home runs, 29 runs batted in, and 7 stolen bases on the young campaign. The Guardians are tied with Detroit to top the AL Central. They were losers yesterday to Oakland 7-1. As it says here, things today was not our day, and it was not for the Guardians. But tonight they will start a series in Kansas City to open up a set with the Royals. And the Guardians can take one on the chin because the Cleveland Cavaliers, it took 7 games, but they outscored Toronto 38-19 in the third period yesterday for a 114-102 win over the Raptors. The Cavs now head to Detroit to open their Eastern Conference semifinals against the dreaded Detroit Pistons. That is coming later this week, if I'm not mistaken. To be honest with you, I can't remember the exact date that it starts. Probably Wednesday, could be Thursday, could be Friday. It's how it goes with the National Basketball Association. The postseason, which seems like the NHL, goes on forever. The season wraps up, the second week of April, and by mid-June, we'll have champions in both the NHL and the NBA. It's how it always seems to go. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at this date in history. But first, we want to tell you about our friends at Litter Quality Propane, our parent company. There's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about metered gas service at litterpropane.com. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. Litter Quality Propane. This date in history on the way next.
Tecumseh, Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
As a basketball coach and a dad, I need to be able to keep up.
Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc.
I was so confident in Dr. Fleming, he explained everything.
Together, they decided on minimally invasive spinal surgery to relieve Mark's pain and get him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
And we'll get in touch with United Way Ross County this week. We'll be having a special edition on Wednesday at 10 o'clock talking about the letter carriers food drive, their Stamp Out Hunger event taking place this Saturday all across the country. But keep in mind that the food that you set out, the non-perishable food items for the letter carriers, they bring the mail and then they take the groceries back to the truck with them. I do not envy them. I ran into one of our fine postal workers this past week walking the streets of Chillicothe, and he said, same route every day. You get a chance to know everybody and you get your steps in. There's no question there, but they'll do extra work because they'll be collecting those canned good items to give to the food pantries, which will all stay right here in Ross County, those of you donating food in Ross County. This date in history takes us back to 1904 when they first grabbed shovels and started digging the Panama Canal. It created a wonderful gateway to be able to cut from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean or Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean, whichever way you were going, as opposed to going all the way down below South America and back up and around. It took a while to build. There were a number of deaths due to malaria and things of that sort. And now the Panama Canal, which for a period of time was owned by Panama, then was owned by somebody else, and then China ended up with it. But now it's back into the territorial rights of the United States of America. National Day. This day, speaking of May 4th. If you know Star Wars, it's May 4th, as in the May the 4th be with you, as opposed to the Force be with you. Bird Day, it's also Orange Juice Day, Candied Orange Peel Day, Renewal Day, also Self-Employed Day. So salute to you that are self-employed today. Weather Observers Day, Melanoma Monday as well, and Day of Reason. Haven't got an explanation on that as to why it is the Day of Reason. We'll tell you that National Weather Observers Day, February 13th of 1853, a snowstorm producing rare lightning occurred in Ellsworth, Massachusetts, turning the sky to a vivid purple. And that's when people really started paying attention to the weather, apparently. So you want to check that out. So National Weather Observers Day, one of the highlights from the past. That's going to do it for the program today. I'll be on assignment tomorrow up in Columbus, but our Aaron Glandon will be back with you again tomorrow morning at our normal time, which again is usually 11 a.m. And we'll have a special edition for you tomorrow afternoon about 3 p.m. Talking about the National Day of Prayer, which is coming up on Thursday. So again, if you want to learn more about the National Day of Prayer, it's always that first Thursday of the month of May, and it'll take place at noon on the Ross County Courthouse steps. They have some other activities that we'll talk about as well. I believe Jeanette Van Buskirk is coming in to discuss that with us on Wednesday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon. And then I get my calendar straight in my head here. Again, National Day of Prayer is on Thursday. So I will see you Wednesday here on Litter Media Live. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining us on this May 4th, 2026. We'll see you soon.